This guitar here is the last word in archtop acoustic jazz guitars. The two most famous boutique makers were John D'Angelico and Stromberg. And the D'Angelicos, there were about 2,000 instruments, I believe, total, somewhere in that vicinity. Stromberg's were even less. And these guitars were played by the biggest stars of the day, people like Irving Ashby, or the people that played with Oscar Moore, who played with Nat King Cole. The top guitar players of the day had custom guitars built by Stromberg. This guitar is the Master 400 model, which is the top of the line. The color is just amazingly beautiful. The blonde is just so golden and creamy looking, and the wood on the back is beautiful. It's in beautiful shape, and this is one of the rarest archtop acoustics that you could possibly get. And recently, I bought a huge collection of guitars, some of which I sold 25 and 30 years ago, and I did pay a lot more money for them than I sold them for many years ago, and the buyer was quite happy with how well he did, but he still knew he had to leave me a little bit of room on the table as well. As you can see, just all of the Art Deco, you know, the way the guitar is built, the tailpiece, the headstock, and it's very unusual that you would see a Stromberg Master 400. There's very few of them in the world, and very few that are in beautiful shape. But here at Norm's, we have two of them. And what's really kind of cool is, because these guitars were so individual and they were made for these players, they did different little things on the guitar that you wouldn't see on the previous one. So if you look at the headstock, you can see that the inlay patterns up here and right over here are different. And you know, he tried to make them a little bit individual, so that each player didn't have exactly the same thing. And you know, just you'll hardly ever see these again. And when these are sold, in my life, I've probably seen maybe 7 or 8 Master 400s, and these two are gorgeous. It's just a beautiful pair, and you know, I'm proud that I was able to score these guitars again and get them back. A lot of times this is like a hotel. We have them for a certain amount of time, they go, and then you never know if you're ever going to see anything like this again. So it was a rare opportunity to buy back a lot of instruments that I had sold previously. And I always want this store to be special, and I want to make sure that you know, when people come in, the top players, when they're looking for something, we want to show them something that they're not going to see in the other typical stores. So I don't think you'll ever see 2 Master 400s in this kind of condition and blonde in any other store in the world.
Hi there, Nick at Norm's, and this is a 1950 or 51 Stromberg Master 400, one of the legendary instruments made in New York for the big bands. It's a supremely loud guitar. It has a 19-inch body, and it's made with the best timber they could get their hands on. And you can see all this flame maple on the back and the sides. Absolutely gorgeous wood they use. And these little details really let you know the craftsmanship involved making these things. The lamination on the back of the headstock, the little brass catch for the strap to go on, and this one is in absolutely stunning shape. I mean, the chances of seeing more than one like this are very remote. This is what it sounds like. There's a few details on this that you'll see the craftsmanship involved. The way the end of the fretboard is cut here with this little piece of marquetry, you can see the lamination of the the fretboard where it comes over the body. It's actually a suspended fretboard. Beautiful looking Art Deco scratch plate and beautiful Art Deco detail on the headstock. That's all inlaid in mother of pearl. Very proud of their heritage. It says Boston, Massachusetts right on there, which is where the company was based. And the detail on this thing is just staggering. As I said before, the wood, this depth of flame in the wood, the grade of maple that they use, quite amazing. And gorgeous big Art Deco brass tailpiece on here. And that's the Stromberg Master 400.